Okay. And here we go. Back with some fun with friends. Fantastic. Okay. Anyways, you said you left enough to upgrade a weapon to 2?
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Cool.
we were going to try to decide what we wanted to use the remainder for.
Sure. Okay. Let's see if I can...
Is this built an obliterator? I think it might be like a trash bin, but I'm not sure.
An obliterator? I love it.
It looks like it needs a lightning storm. Just come check it out. It's over here. I put it away from Thor frowns upon me. There's Thor frown upon me.
Need iron and ancient bark. God, I have so much junk I gotta get rid of here.
You go throw it in the obliterator.
The obliterator!
It's over here. If it's stuff we don't need, it really is junk.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I have no idea what this does, but I'm assuming we keep stuff in it until a lightning storm, and then I'm assuming a lightning storm must hit it.
Let's see here. What don't we need? Oh, I kind of want all these things. Actually, let's throw some resin in there. Surely we don't need any more resin. And some wood. Let's put some wood in there. Carrot seeds? We don't need carrot seeds, do we?
I think we do, actually.
Yeah, I know we do.
Oh.
That was a terrible joke. Don't mind me. Don't even laugh at that. That was horrible. I feel bad about myself. Okay. So we got that. We need... I am carrying too much. Oh. Iron buckler. Here we go. Craft.
No, don't craft. Did you upgrade it or craft it?
Upgraded it. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, you scared the shit.
I totally crafted it though.
You did.
That's okay, right? That's it's just, you know, it's just 5 iron. Is it 5 iron? I don't know if it's 5
15.
iron.
It's definitely 15.
It's definitely 15 iron. Is it totally 15 iron? It is 10. It is 10 iron, so we'll split the difference.
Alright.
They call me Two Shields. Sorry, man. Yeah.
You might as well throw it in the obliterator.
No, we keep
Unless
that.
Evan wants it.
Just in case we like find a spot where we just. Well, Evan was saying that he wanted.
I think I'm gonna throw my old armor into the obliterator.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna wear it for one.
Sure.
And I think this is a hunch, but maybe it gives us the ore back. Just guessing.
Okay.
But I'm gonna double down on that guess and
Sure.
just put it all in there.
Hey, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, I don't have my bronze armor anymore, you know?
Yeah, right? Oh, darn. Aw, shucks.
I mean, we could probably keep one set. I'm gonna keep the pickaxe. But the rest.
Why is this? This is
Okay,
all
go
cooked.
on the obliterator.
We want to put it in the uncooked stuff. Here we go. Uncooked. Uncooked. Then I also got some shrooms. You ever done shrooms? Dude.
No.
Yeah, neither have I.
Been
Never
offered.
wanted to. Really? You've been offered?
Mm-hmm.
You were like, nah, that's not for me.
No, I would do it. I'd definitely try it, but it needs to be in the right spot.
Fair.
Like we were in San Diego when my buddy offered it to me. I was like, nah, I'm not in my element here.
So you end up in like the middle of a ditch in some random suburb with like nothing but your underwear on, wondering what the hell happened.
Monster parts, trails.
Um. Hmm. That does? Oh, here we go. Bone. Bone. Wait, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, hard antler. I thought I already had hard antler. Apparently, I just now picked up hard antler. That's weird.
Are you on your new character? Is that might be it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I don't think we killed Ecthyr with this character. I think I did it with the last one. Okay, that makes sense. Lumber coal. Any arrow? I've got like no arrows left. Here, let's craft some arrows. Craft some basic ones. Cancel. Core wood. Where's just wood? Fine wood? That's some fine wood. I've known a lot of wood in my days, and that right there, it's the finest of wood. Let's grab some feathers. And we need... Do we have flint somewhere? Or did we never really harvest flint?
Never really did. You just go
Yeah.
down to the water side and get what you need. 'Cause you're so
Fair.
close to it.
Fair, fair. I was just, I was gonna craft some arrows. You know, one step up from, the wooden kind. Hey! What's up, dear? This. Other scraps.
Evan captured 2 1-star boars.
Oh, sweet! Nice! Yeah, that was, the last time we were playing, he said he was gonna try to aim some boar.
Yeah, I ended up getting pretty lucky. Got 2 in one trip.
Solid. Whee! Whee! Something growled at me. In the darkness. What is it? Oh, it's a neck. Bench. There's some more flint. Oh, there's flint. Flint, give me flint. More flint.
Here, here's... Where you at? Oh, you're up there.
Yeah. Ooh, strawberries. Thank you very much. Or raspberries. Kind of the same thing, right? I mean, what are raspberries? Just small strawberries. Was this a shaman? It is. Alright, come at me, brah. Ow. Not you. Oh, annihilated him. God, I love the mace. It's so much fun. I do miss the, is that Acure, though?
Yeah.
That AoE is very handy in certain situations. Like, automatically staggers people.
Yeah, I think did pretty good work. So your belt and your headlamp will be in the valuables chest.
Cool, cool. And there now.
And the fishing stuff is in the fishing chest, or the fish chest.
Sure.
But there's only 2 fishing poles, which is enough for now.
Sure, sure. Have you used the fishing poles yet?
Nope.
Nope.
Literally just bought all this stuff.
Probably at least eat a strawberry here. And some necktail, sounds good. Oop. More raspberries. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yum. Drive-by macing. Oop. Ah. Okay, so let's see here. We got 17 flint. What do I need for... Oh, I can't make it here. There we go, flint head. How many we got? 69. Alright, alright, alright. Grab a few more pieces of wood. 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 Let's see here. Flint head arrows, craft. And craft. And some more crafting. And since we've crafted, let's craft some more. There we go. Fantastic. Zashira, how you doing, my friend? Long time no see. What you been up to? Welcome in. Usually don't stream this late, but I'm hanging out with my good friend, Una Magash.
Yo.
And getting hopelessly addicted to this game. Honestly, man, I did not think I'd like this game as much as I have.
You barely talked me into playing it.
Right? Right? I mean, I was like, hey, there's this game. It's called Valheim. It's kind of like Minecraft, but with Vikings. And you're like, I don't know, man. And how many hours have we put in the last, what, 4 days? 5 days?
We played nonstop.
Like nonstop. Absolutely nonstop. Love Valheim. It's fun. It's so much fun. I was, like I said, not expecting to like this game as much as I have. It's been an absolute blast. My day has been absolutely wonderful. Had a pretty solid stream earlier today. Great way to start the new year. We also talked about some of the great games that are coming up. It's a good time to be a gamer. You know, looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy. I will be playing the hell out of that game on stream. Because Ravenclaw got to represent. And yeah, it's been a pretty solid week so far. What about you? How you been? Let's see here. We got leather scraps. There we go, leather scraps. I'm gonna keep the flint over by the rock. In the rock? I thought we had more stone than this. Do we not?
It's on the other side of the house. We got 2 chests full, but we just haven't moved them yet.
Sure.
We haven't really farmed rock at all, or stone.
Well, I mean, there's really no reason to, right? It's just, it's all
not
over the
until
place.
not until we can build a stone house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot like wood. It's pretty easy to accessible. It's just, I think, just takes a lot of work.
Sure.
But with the new belt, though, it should be easier. Carry 150 pounds more.
I think we're good here. Okay, anyways, where's the belt you said?
It's in the valuables chest.
Valuables chest. Trophies, 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 valuables!
There's 2 of them. There's one with like smelting cores, and then there's one to the right of that, I think, has the headpiece and the
Megging Jort gives the wearer superhuman strength. All right. Yeah. A portable perpetual light source for the dungeon explorer. No crap.
Yeah, the only bad thing is you have to take your helmet off for it.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, man, I found that trader probably like 5 minutes before you jumped in.
Oh, cool. Cool. No, that's really cool, man. Yeah, this is gonna be so much more helpful.
Right? That belt's huge.
Absolutely. Excited for this year's games too. Caught up on resting and reading. Got through your reading list. Nice. Do you have any books that you suggest? I'll show you mine that I got done over the winter break. So I'm autistic and I have diagnosed ADHD. I prefer neurodivergent, but you know. So I was reading Okay, that's backwards. It's Neurotribes. The Legacy of Autism and the Future of Neurodiversity. It's actually a really, really great book by Steve Silberman, who's written for The New Yorker. He's written for Time, Nature. He's kind of a science writer. But yeah, it goes into the history of autism and ADHD, as well as Asperger's syndrome, and talks about just how we've defined and thought about neurodivergency has drastically shifted over the last like 50 or 60 years. And then it talks a little bit about what the future of neurodiversity is. Great book, great read, highly recommend it. But yeah, I'm autistic, as well as ADHD. Specifically, I have Asperger's syndrome, which is basically high functioning autism. What that essentially means is that I don't get things like sarcasm. Very hard for me to read. Like nonverbals. I don't do subtlety very well at all. Makes me a joy to have at parties. As my friend Una can attest.
You hang out with 2 of the most sarcastic people, Evan and I.
Oh yeah, I mean I can do sarcasm. That's about all I can do. ADHD, yeah. Love fiction. So you've been reading The Priory of the Orange Tree. Interesting. I have not heard of that one. Priory of the Orange Tree? The Orange Tree. I'm gonna have to. I have a list of books that I need to read. Our other buddy, friggin' fatty, is more of an audiobooks kind of person, but he's suggested quite a few to me as well. Do you remember the genre, Una?
What do you say? It was something I never heard of before. Is it Lit RPG? I think that's
Lit RPG, yes, which I've never heard of. I love the Sword Art Online series. And it's kind of the similar concept from what I understand. Priory of the Orange Tree is a 2019 fantasy novel by Samantha Shannon. A feminist retelling of St. George and the Dragon. Sold. Absolutely sold. I loved Achilles, Circe. What was the other one? Circe was just so good. I loved that book. A Nora nameless one defeated it. Yeah, this looks right up my alley. Yeah, definitely adding this to the list. This looks fantastic. Okay, let's see here. What are some other sort of fiction I've been reading? I tend to like a lot of sort of magical realism. Was very big into Jim Butcher when I was young and immature. Loved the Harry Dresden series.
I read some of those. I think they're the first 3.
Yeah, the first 3 are they're not bad. They're not bad at all.
I don't remember much of it, but I remember liking it a lot.
Let's say that as I've grown as a reader, and as someone who appreciates fantasy, I've kind of grown out of reading the Harry Dresden series.
Is it still continuing?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, it is.
Okay, so it's like One Piece except for books.
Yeah. My gosh. He's spun off so many different. There's like short stories in the Harry Dresden series, which are pretty good. I like the idea of just the magician detective.
Does he carry like a revolver too?
He does carry a revolver, y'all. But there are other issues with the writing.
Excuse me.
But lately there's Harrow the Ninth, which is a phenomenal book. And it's necromancers in space. I don't know how else to describe it. It's similar to like the Dune sort of world where you have an empire that has like different houses. Except in this particular case, they're all necromancy houses. And like the general premise is that all of the houses are invited to send a champion and a guardian, what's known as a cavalier, to the Emperor's home planet in order to choose who's going to be basically the next emperor. And then things kind of go sideways from there. It was actually a really, really fun read. Highly recommend it. Grew into the youth dystopian craze, so chase those plots. Really like fantasy novels with dragons in them. Yes. Loved one of my favorite books of all time, and just favorite stories of all time, was the Tracy Hickman, Margaret Weiss, Dragons, which were based on D&D characters. Fell in love with this one particular character called Raceland, who started out as I think he was a true neutral or neutral lawful character and ended up being a sort of lawful evil. But brilliant piece of writing. Loved his character arc. It was one of the first books that like really grabbed a hold of me and just like sucked me into the world. And like even now I still love going back and reading those. Kind of my guilty pleasure book. The other one that I've been reading which is actually pretty decent. It's more along those lines of magical realism, and it's called The Cunning Man, which is this right here. It's set during the Depression, and it follows a Mormon farmer who has Germanic roots, and his mother was a witch, and his grandmother was a witch, and they sort of taught him sort of the tools of the trade. And so he goes to this mining town in which there's like some sort of, you think there's some sort of supernatural thing going on. I don't want to give away. Turns out that there is, but there's a lot more to that. But it's also set during the Depression era. Just a fun little read. Highly recommend it. How have I never heard of this book? You got to read them. Yeah, the Margaret Reese and Tracy Hickman books are fantastic. Highly recommend them. See if I can link them. So I think the overall, like, the series is called the Dragonlance Chronicles. So there we go. That should get you to the first one, which is Autumn Twilight. But, like, the entire series is great. Every single one of those characters are fantastically written. I love the worlds. And like I said, it's one of the books that really got me into the fantasy realm. I was, like, hooked ever since. You got any recommendations, Una, for books?
Not at this time.
Not
I
at this
haven't read a good book in a while.
Well, I know you really liked the Dark Tower series, Stephen
yeah.
King Dark Tower series, which was solid.
Yeah, I mean, that's an exceptional series for sure.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I'm just kind of running around. It turns out that our ship was broken again.
Oh. I listened to an audiobook. It's by Steven Rinella, who's like a famous hunter.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a big Netflix series.
Okay.
But he came out with a book of like close calls and like dangerous encounters.
Ooh.
That he interviews like 10 different people on close calls that they've had in the wild.
Sure.
They're all different scenarios. That was a very good book.
That sounds interesting.
Audiobook is super good, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting.
I guess that was probably the last one I read. I got that from my brother-in-law for a present.
Very cool.
And I think I finished it in like 2 days when I was going out for my runs and walking the dog.
Did we... I don't like this. Do I have my... I don't. Oh, well. Anyways, what do you want to do, man? What are you up to?
I am sailing around an island right now. I'm just kind of sailing.
You're just kind of sailing?
Yeah. I'll do something though if you want to.
Doing Viking stuff? We can,
I'm kind of close to the portal that I made.
Holy crap, you're way down there.
Yeah, go to the cartography table. It'll update you to the trader point that I got to. But then now I'm just sailing south around the island. I've just been kind of outlining islands.
Sure. I mean, this world is so massive.
Yeah.
I'm
not going onto the island because I don't want to like die or like explore islands without you guys, but I'm definitely just kind of outlining them with the boat so I kind of know where some are.
Sure. Yeah, kill this grayling. You stay away. So are we gonna attempt to replant the carrots and hopefully they don't disappear?
Yeah, I think with a fenced-in area, I don't know exactly if that's the reason, but we can eliminate that cause. We don't have to plant all the seeds, but we can maybe plant 3 of them, or like plant a handful and see if they survive or not.
Okay.
Like space them super far apart. Just plant like a minimal amount and just see what happens.
Sure.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, maybe Zashira, if you're still there,
Just kind of experiment.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's something that we're doing. We are Valheim neophytes. This is the furthest we've gotten. Just finished up most of the swamp biome, got our armor and whatnot, and started farming. And we started farming carrots and turnips, and they all disappeared. Have no idea what happened to them. They just, like, we had maybe like 40 carrots, seed carrots that we had planted, and 5 or 6 turnips. And we planted them back here in this sort of cultivated area right here. And it's like all fenced in and stuff, although they just added this back here. And I think
the gates weren't initially there, and I think that's the only thing we could rule out at the time is that maybe something got in there.
Right. But yeah, we planted about 40 or 50 or so carrots, and they just disappeared. Just like, boom. It was weird because they were all showing healthy, and I think we went to, no idea how they would okay, alright. So maybe we're just failing at Valheim. Maybe we just suck at Valheim. That is a possibility.
We thought about Googling it, but we're like, no. We've gone this far with no Google, so we're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, this
Experiment, failure, experiment, failure.
Completely
so
blind
we succeeded.
playthrough.
Like, the pig barn burned down like 4 times before we figured out what's going on.
Yep.
It's up to like 10 pigs, down to 1 pig. Back up to 10 pigs, back down to 1 pig. But we got to figure it out now.
All right, let me go. Yeah, let's go do something. Let's go exploring. Let's do the Viking thing. Vikings!
I'm trying to speed run around this island without beaching the boat, which I'm about to do, but I don't think I'm going to.
Oh, my friend, why you know all of the boar are like right by the door.
Oh, don't go through the door.
Well, too late. I went through the door. All of them are still in there.
Okay.
They're still there.
The 1 stars aren't tamed, so they'll bolt for the door. I put I re-put the hole back in the ceiling with the ladders.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you open the door, there's a good chance they might get out, and then they might hit those stakes, and then they might kill themselves. Because I've had that happen to the pigs numerous times. They get out, then they just run straight into a stake and just commit suicide.
Yep. Seppuku! Piggy seppuku.
Hopefully there's mushrooms in there. Still.
Oh, I didn't think to check. You mean pigs need to eat? Let's just...
I think those 1 stars take longer to tame because they've been going really slowly.
Sure.
This is a big island I'm going around right now. Holy smokes. This might be a good one to move to at some point.
Don't see any food in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and go grab some food. Gosh darn it, these stupid spikes.
This might be a good one to move to after the swamps, because this one has a lot of plains on it. It's got a lot of meadows. It has a couple of black forests. It's got the trader to the north.
Okay.
This is a massive island.
Have no torches, mobs can spawn inside the farm and eat the crops. Oh, that could be it. That very well could be it, yeah. That could definitely have affected it. Oh, cancel.
Ooh, there's some crazy monster spawners here. What the heck?
We're just gonna feed them. I'm gonna feed them the bloobs, the mushroom, and the raspberries.
I want. Can you feed them honey? Do they eat honey? Maybe try feeding them honey, because we kind of have a supply of that.
We do.
Otherwise, I've been giving them like red. Yeah, give them some raspberries and some red mushrooms if you can. Save the yellow ones.
Sure.
Blueberries is fine too.
Okay.
Find blueberries pretty easily.
Yeah.
Blueberries, red berries, and red mushrooms.
Yep. So cold. So very cold.
Can I cut through here? Is this spot? Is this the end of the island? No, that's just a little bay. Alright,
Okay,
I gotta go
let's
around.
let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can get it through the hole. Y'all ready, chat? We're gonna do this. Ready? 1, 2, and oh! That Yep, that oh my god. Is it in the flip? Oh my god. Everything went so wrong. Everything went so wrong. I think I threw it under the house. Here you go, pigs. Did we get that right? Okay, good. Okay. Oh no. Well, they got some food.
Better than no food.
better than no food. We yeah.
If I could find the backside
no,
of this
there's a
island,
brute.
I'd be really happy right now.
Dude, this brute is messing with our Yo, hey. 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 Back off. Yeah, you want to try it again? You want to try it again? Come on. Come on.
I think I found the southern tip of the island.
Jerk.
At least I hope.
And it doesn't look like he did too much damage. Rude, sir. Very rude.
Alright, I found the southern tip. Now I just gotta come up the eastern coast of this island, and then I'll be back to the portal.
Okay.
Then you can either hop in the ship, or I can go through the portal and we can go to the swamp. Don't matter to me.
I kind of have PTSD from the swamp, to be honest with you. Nothing good ever happens in the swamp.
Yeah. The only thing is I think the swamp is where we progress.
Well, I mean, at this point... I mean, we need turnips, for sure. And you find turnips in the swamp.
Yeah.
So
Level
that's...
3 wouldn't hurt against the... So we still need a bunch... Because we're farming for 3 of us.
Yeah.
You still need a bunch of iron ore for hatchets. Unless we just make one and share it, which we could do. As far as wood chopping axe, just in case we come across a new tree that we might need an iron axe for.
Yeah.
But we can always wait until we find that tree. And level 3 armor definitely would not hurt against the boss.
Sure. We got pickaxes, right? Iron pickaxes?
Yep,
Okay.
we made 3 pickaxes. Your pickaxe is in the, like I said, the far right chest, upper right chest, where you put all of your old gear.
Sure. Alright, let me go grab that while I'm thinking of it. So then, yeah, then the next logical step would be to get the iron axe.
Yep.
Iron pickaxe.
Or,
Fantastic.
no, the other option was the iron upgrade for the bow, or like the new bow.
Oh.
Like the huntsman's bow takes 20 iron per. And I think bows are pretty crucial. I think we all use them pretty often.
Yeah, the bow has been pretty clutch. Let's see what the difference is here.
It's going to be the same, I think, at base level, is what I read. But level 2 is going to be a much needed upgrade, I think, from what I saw.
42
So it's
average
not-
years versus 32. It is 10
Oh, is it?
piercing damage, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty big, actually.
Yeah, that's actually pretty huge. So maybe we go do some crypts and get some iron scraps
Yeah.
and make some bows.
Yep, yep.
Then, I know when we found the iron arrows, the couple iron arrows I used did some huge damage.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to the wooden arrows that we're currently using.
Sure. Okay. You sold me.
I think the hatchet, we can always just make one. Evan has that iron battle axe, and I don't know if that's counts as an iron axe. I'm sure it does against trees.
One would assume.
So technically, I guess we already kind of have one. But he just has to be the, or he has to share his axe, one of the two. But I think he named it, and he sleeps with it at bed, so I don't know if he's going to let us use it.
This is my battle axe. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Yeah. I think he named her Miriam.
Miriam.
Talks to it in his sleep.
I appreciate the lurk, Sashira. Thanks for dropping by.
Got a queen-size bed to share with his battle axe.
Oh my gosh.
Battle axe is big spoon.
Oh lordy. Put this over here.
Alright, I got the wind in my sails. I'm coming around the east side of the coast. There's a lot of swamp here, actually. This is a pretty nice triple biome island here.
Is it?
Yeah. It's got a bunch of plains. Doesn't really have a lot of meadow, but the swamp is decent size. This is a pretty big island, though, too.
So if I remember correctly, we have, what, 2 more crypts to explore in this other top swamp biome?
I think so. Day 100!
Yay! Break out the champagne!
I'm drinking a foggy geezer as we speak.
There you go. I don't know what that is, but it's something, I guess.
Don't take it out of context. don't clip it and ship it.
Oh god. Where is it? Oh, here we go.
You know Surly, right? Everyone knows Surly, right?
Yeah,
Beer?
yeah, I know
Surly
Surly.
Brewing.
Yeah, of course.
So the guy who made Todd the Axeman,
Sure.
for Surly, he was like the head brewer at Surly. He had a discrepancy, I guess, with the other people at Surly. They split ways, and he decided to go, I think, make his own brewery.
Okay.
Which he named War Pigs Brewing.
Nice.
And my personal favorite of theirs is Foggy Geezer.
Yeah.
And if you ever had Todd the Axeman from Surly, but now it's called just Axeman, because obviously they had to take his name out of it.
Sure.
So they did not split in good ways, on good terms. But if you ever had Axeman, you'd see the reason why. It's so fucking good.
Cool. It's been a while since I've had a new beer that I've really enjoyed thoroughly. The last one was, oh, I accidentally killed a 1-star boar.
Evan's gonna be pissed.
It looked at me, it said some things about my mother, and I was like, this cannot stand. Then I annihilated it.
Evan's gonna be pissed. What he went through to get that. He won't care. He won't care at all. He'll be completely content.
Yeah.
He'll be like, you know what? Things happen.
Yep. Definitely. All the time, really. Alrighty. Where are you?
Coming up the east side of this island.
Still way the hell down there, sir.
It's a big island. It's a big island. You should have seen how far south I went. It was like right here is the southern tip if you're looking at the map.
Whew.
But I have a pure tailwind here, so I'm making good time back up to the portal.
Okay.
And then I'll go update the cartography map, and then you can use it and you can see the islands that I've found.
Sounds good.
You can just call me Christopher Columbus. So I'm going to these islands and I'm killing all the natives.
I wish you could see the face I'm making right now.
GameD0c over here thinking, I might have to cut that. Hey, we're playing a Viking game, okay? That's what the Vikings did too. Alright, not just Christopher Columbus. To be fair. To be fair. To be fair.
I'm thoroughly disappointed right now, man.
Have you ever seen the show Vikings? You know what they do.
I've seen the
show's-
show Vikings,
it's-
yes.
it's
Like,
historically
I
accurate.
I am it is. God.
It's on the History Channel, isn't it?
My God.
I don't think it is, but if it was, that'd be hilarious.
It actually
might
might
actually.
be on the History Channel, I was gonna say. I think it is. But still.
Who knows, man? Maybe Christopher Columbus actually praised Odin. We don't know. Maybe that's where you guys war tactics from.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
Sorry, I just doubled down on the bit.
Yeah, you really did. There was
doubled down
like
on it. Had to.
it was.
Had to.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you
had
really though? Did you?
to. I had to come full circle. That's how comedy works.
All right. Okay.
As the GameD0c is deleting the VOD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's,
Here we go. Unpublish.
That's how comedy works.
It's been fun, folks.
There goes
It's
my
been
VOD.
Oh man.
Have you had lightning up there yet since I've left?
Yeah.
It's been raining, but I don't know if it's been lightning.
Sorry, folks. Gonna run an ad here.
You should go check the obliterator, see if anything happened.
Start our timeline. Fix. Manage the rules rate channel and being invoked with that. All right. Hopefully that gets rid of pre-rolls. I flippin' hate pre-rolls. I wish we didn't have to flip and do them. I hate that Twitch forces us to do them. There are so many things that I hate. It physically makes me angry.
Physically?
Yes, physically.
Punching things right now?
Yes, my face. All right. What are we doing? We're going this way. Let's go this way.
Go through the third portal.
Hello, Skelly. Bye-bye, Skelly.
So I put the third portal in what you initially thought was going to be our bedrooms
Okay. It's
on the first platform level.
still might be our best. I don't know. We gotta find a way.
It's now the tertiary portal room. So it's getting repurposed in the time being until you can figure out how to make bonfires on wood floors.
I mean, there's got to be a way, right?
I have a feeling that once we upgrade our technology more, there'll be like inside heating, like maybe a fireplace. Just guessing, but one can assume.
Fair.
I might have hit a rock with the boat. We're not going to worry about that.
It's really easy to bottom out the bolt.
It's a lot bigger now.
It is a very large boat. Some would say you might be compensating for something.
Some would say I hit rocks on purpose to stop the boat. But that's just a true captain's excuse.
That's one way to slow it down, isn't it? Oh, lordy.
Lordy.
Scotch.
South Park, anyone?
Dude, it has been so long since I've watched a South Park episode.
Oh, come to the cartography table.
I am
Let's get back to
coming.
the portal room.
I'm coming. I've just been kind of like wandering around aimlessly. I was going to the swamp and then I turned around. I'm on my way.
I updated the cartography table. You'll see that massive island I just found.
Tonight, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Shut the door.
There's a bunch of like bonfires in the plains.
Bonfires, you say?
I'm gonna dub this Stone Pillar Island.
I'd be crying.
Oop, sorry. Let's see here. Music in this game is so chill. I love it.
Yeah, it is really good. Can get repetitive sometimes, but most of the time it's just really good. Did you harvest the, I'm gonna go harvest the, honey.
You do that, sir. You harvest that, honey.
Dude, honey in this game is probably one of the best foods that we've found so far. The fact we have like a pretty good supply of it
Sure.
is amazing.
There's nothing new to coffee. Let's see what we got here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's a massive island. For sure. And you said you put a portal on it?
Yeah. I didn't label it like an idiot, but it's there.
Okay.
You see the trader bag though?
Yep.
That's basically where the portal is. It's on the tip of that island.
What am I doing? Oh, my. Is this the... What's this force field? Oh, is this the trader?
Yep. So that force field, I think, is a ward that protects us from, like,
Being
destroying
attacked.
Oh. No, just like destroying things in the ward.
Ah.
Making it kind of permanent.
I am short for a dwarf. What do we got here? This is what you use the gold for.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. Did you get any thunderstorm?
I spent all of ours.
You spent all of ours?
Yep.
Okay.
So the thunderstone is what I used for the obliterator.
Ah, I see.
Which I see it hasn't done anything yet, so it hasn't really stormed yet.
That's cool. I like this dude. What's his name? Haldor? Hello, Haldor. How you doing? Ooh, you are... Wait.
You want to explore that island?
Like... Is he missing his legs?
I don't know. I think he's a gnome, actually.
Do gnomes not have legs?
I don't know. All I know is he sells gnome hats, so I assume either he stole a hat from a gnome, or he himself is of the gnome nomenclature.
I see what you did there. Okay.
I was gonna say nomenclature, but nomenclature just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Let's adjust this a little bit. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. What are we doing? Oh. He's got a little what are these things called? Locks? He's got locks. He's got pet locks named Hellstein.
Houndstein?
Yeah.
Houndstein?
Yeah, pet locks named Hellstein. It's really cool. Hey, buddy.
Houndstein's a good beer from Shell's Brewery.
The Shell's Brewery has a lot of really good beer. I love their goose. The goose. Okay, are we doing this? We gonna go and kill things?
Well, we can explore here, or we can go back to the swamp.
Oh, there's deer. Shoot the deer.
The way I see it is we're already here, so I'm just gonna kind of see what's going on.
Oh, I shoot the deer in its butt and exploded. Butt arrows. Yes! I grabbed deer meat.
All I know is I'm gonna play super safe.
Sure.
I'm sick of dying and losing all my levels. I'm such a low level.
Oh.
It's saying something when your highest level is you're running, but it's constantly because you're running from monsters.
Yup.
Yeah. Or you're running back to your corpse because you're dying so much.
Fair. Oh. All right. Aha. Wrecked that great orf. I could eat another bite. What did I miss? I missed this. All right.
I hear an angry troll.
What'd you call me?
I see an angry troll. I have no arrows except for flame arrows.
Yes, well, I see.
This might be.
Oh, he's looking at me funny. I don't like the way he's looking at me. Oh, I'm
Maybe
coming.
a job for you.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Here I come. Here I come. Shot him in his butt.
If I parry him, gotta hit him, okay? I'm gonna risk my life here.
What? Why? Why?
Ready? Ready?
Okay.
Got him! Hit him! Hit him!
Oh no!
Hit him! Hit him!
I'm trying.
Oh, I missed that parry. Oh, that hurt.
Ooh, yeah, he angy.
Let me gain some health, and I might be able to parry him again.
I'm gonna shoot him in his butt. Butt shot. Oh, butt shot. Oh, and again, butt shot.
I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run.
You run. I'm just gonna keep shooting him in the butt.
Okay, here comes
Oh,
another
oh,
parry.
he's angry. Nope, no.
Ready? There, hit him.
I'm sure.
Got him.
Got him. Die, son.
That parry's
That's
clutch.
right. He's way too big to teabag. Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh. Let's get it. Yeah, you like it? You like it?
This was his home, the troll cave.
So it turns out blunt damage does not do very well against trolls. I don't know if
No,
you knew
man.
this.
How about that crit damage though from those parries, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. GG. Okay, what do we get? You can have that. You can have that. Rage or trophy. I don't think we need that for anything. Keep that. Okay.
Yeah, do we need to keep trophies anymore?
I
wonder if we can sell them.
don't know. We might be able to. Ooh. On the other hand, blunt damage kicks the crap out of Grey Dwarfs.
I think just about anything we use in Grey Dwarves at this point kicks the crap out of them.
There. There.
Skelly cave up here.
Ooh. Whee.
So on this island, I know that there's some pretty crazy plains.
Okay.
I saw when I was skirting around it that there's these giant stone pillars in many places.
Okay.
And there's also bonfires. There's a Grey Dwarf summoning circle over here.
Should probably look where I'm going. Wow.
I think
You
we're
destroyed that
getting-
thing.
I think we're getting close to a swamp.
You think so, huh?
Or the opposite, we're getting close to some plains. Which look the F out for
Mosquitoes?
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Death mosquitoes is what
Yep.
I think they're actually called.
I heard they're friendly. I heard they, I heard you can pet them?
Definitely try. This might cost you your life.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to go in here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of goblins, which scare me.
Yeah, they scare me too.
Only because of some previous encounters that we've had.
What do you mean? We've got some great encounters with them. Friendly guys they are, those gobos. Alright, let's kind of skirt around this, huh? Is it this entire thing that's a plains?
To the east, on the outskirts is a swamp, but I think the whole inner thing is plains.
Plains. Okay.
This might be the next spot we might hit the farm.
Sure, sure. Oh, I am out in the open. I do not like being out in the open. What are these?
Is this a new type of plant?
I was gonna ask, yeah. Oh my god! Bad things happen.
Oh,
Things
Deathsquito!
happened.
Deathsquito!
Bad things happened.
Deathsquito!
Oh, I died.
I'm running.
God.
Death mosquito. I told you. I told you. Did you try to pet it? Did you try to pet it? You tried to pet it, didn't you?
I did. I did try to pet it. I tried to. Yeah. I thought he was my friend. Turns out he was not my friend. We may have made some mistakes.
I retreated to the woods.
Yeah.
Where I know that skeletons are more safe than mosquitoes.
Dude, I need a gamer chair. This thing is just killing my back. Oh. Hello, Shammy. Oh, crap. He's looking at me too, isn't he? Oh, no. Let's see if I can run away from him. Run away!
On the upside,
I am the wind. I am a leaf on the wind. Eikthyr. Bam! Lameha! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! To me, or does Eikthyr totally look like I'm powering up Super Saiyan style?
I'd agree. I don't need stone. Keep the eyes, ancient seed, gold. Don't need the dandelion.
Now if I turn, oh my god. Oh, it's another Shammy. I think he saw me. Yeah, he definitely saw me. Yep, he's looking right at me.
You can outrun him, can't you?
Yep. Cardio, folks. Cardio. I'm like a ninja. A Viking ninja. Added resin? Okay, okay. Cool, cool. I don't... What are the chances I just die to the Deathsquito here?
I know that they kind of patrol, I think, like the trolls do.
Yeah.
Because I died to one on the last island that we were on.
Hmm.
And I went back for my body and they're gone. And they chase everything. So if they see great orb skeletons, anything, boars, deer, they go to murder it.
Gotcha. Aptly named, those Deathsquitos.
Yeah.
Very, very appropriate. Oh my god, okay. That was a crow. That was a crow. That was a crow. It was a crow. Alright,
I'd come out
I'm
there to help
hightailing
you,
out here.
but,
See ya.
but I'm not going to.
Sounds good, honey. It is. It is dangerously close, some would say.
Alright, you got your stuff back?
I did. I got my stuff back.
Did you get all of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Was I not supposed to get out all of it?
No, just sometimes if you have things in your inventory, you might leave stuff behind.
Yeah, I did have
Doesn't
that
pick all
happen.
of it.
Have a. I've had that happen before, but usually it's because I had my inventory was full of like junk. Okay,
Like mine currently is.
so
Get rid of that.
let's not go that way. I wonder if I can. Do you think I could shoot it? You can shoot it with a bow and arrow.
The death mosquito?
Yeah, the Desquito.
Yeah, for sure. You can.
Yeah. Yeah. It's totally a great idea. And I doubt there's more than one. In fact, I think I've heard that Desquitos are solitary creatures. They don't like being around other Desquitos. They're highly territorial. In fact, they have been known to eat their young.
It's in the history books. Yeah.
Oh,
That's just,
totally. Yeah.
that's just basic facts.
David Attenborough actually, I think, did an episode on it.
Well, I mean, I think I saw Steve Irwin wrestle one once.
Oh,
so.
yeah. I mean, that's Steve Irwin, man. Speaking of Steve Irwin, have you seen that clip where he goes searching for taipan?
I don't think I have.
Or like mambas, basically. And he goes to like the middle of Australia and is like lying flat on his stomach next to just like a broken crevice or something. And he's like talking about how these taipan are some of the most venomous snakes in the world, and like one bite could kill an adult man in like less than 5 minutes. And a flippin' taipan comes out of the crevice and like goes right next to his face and like licks him. And he's just like staring at the camera as still as possible. The taipan just like sits there for a minute and like slithers around him and then slithers away. You're like, what the flip, dude? Really? Really, Steve?
He's just loving every second.
Yeah.
Crikey, this is amazing. Look at the color on that snake.
It's a flippin' phenomenal clip. I love it so much.
I just French kissed the taipan.
Taipan's probably like, oh, hey, Steve. How you doing? Just gonna go by you here.
Nailing that accent. You almost turned Irish at the end, but man, you started out pretty good.
Why, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I could use all the positive affirmations possible. I'm practicing for a D&D session.
Is your character gonna be Australian?
It's gonna be,
or Irish? I can't tell.
A little bit of both. He's Australian, Irish. Tiefling. A tiefling sorcerer.
Is that what you're gonna be?
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe. Haven't really thought it through too much. There's a lot that we need to get done. I've got... well, Evan... Excuse me, Friggin' Fatty wants to get in, or he said he'd be up for it, right? So that's 3 of us. I'd like to get like 2 more. And then set up a pretty solid time. And then I have a couple of other streamer friends that said that they'd be interested in doing a run through of it. It would just be fun, you know?
Yeah, man, I've always been down. I tried to arrange our first session.
Yeah.
I was hoping to do another one, but it just kind of dwindled.
Oh, let me do this. Ready? Come here.
I've been finding a lot of carrot seeds, by the way.
Come here. Oh, why are you running? Where are you going, sir? Where are you going? Oop. Oh, God, that's so satisfying.
Finish him.
Yeah. Just watching the little dwarf bits fly through the air. like a cloud of green blood. It's just, It's exactly what that Deathsquito did to me.
Yeah. Getting a little too close to the plains and backing up.
Yeah.
Alright, well I don't really care to explore Black Forest too much, so I'm gonna go back through the portal and maybe go up to the swamp and just maybe do some more farming.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. And get at least a couple of stacks of iron before I call it a night.
Yeah, it's 8:30. So yeah,
Oh my god, come on! Dude! Skeeto, back off.
You're not dead again, are you?
Sir, I'm running. I'm running.
Well,
We're going.
Sure run. Yeah.
We're going. Oh, it's right behind me.
Don't run to me. Lead to me.
It was payback. It was payback for killing his dwarf friend.
Wait, did you die?
Inside, yes. I died on the inside.
You died in game too, didn't you?
Yeah. I was drive-by skeetoed.
You know, I called out the plains is right there. I even said I'm backing up.
I wasn't even in the plains. I was still in the Black Forest, and all of a sudden I hear this like zzz. That was it. That was the last thing I heard.
Then you ignored it because you're so used to growing up with them that you just thought it was another summer evening where you're just like, oh, it's no big deal. And then
just another, and then pretty soon there were like bloody bits flying all over the place.
it's just another Midwestern summer.
Yep.
Here we go.
Should have known. Should have known.
Well, good luck with that.
You gonna leave me? Dude.
Might go ahead to the swamp. You have fun with that Deathsquito.
Dude, come on. Really? You gotta at least like protect me as I run to get my body. Got like another 9 minutes left on Ake there.
You know, your stubby little legs can probably handle it, right?
I don't know how many shaman are in between me and my body right now.
You're like Usain Bolt of Vikings. You got this.
Usain Bolt of Vikings, nice.
Yeah, actually, I think I have some red mushrooms you can eat to help you out, and some blueberries. If you want to run by me. Run by me.
Where are you? Oh, never mind. I got some bloobs here. That should help me not immediately die. And there's like a whole slew of dwarfs right behind me too.
I mean, there's just one. I murdered it.
You know, it's one enough.
Well, there's one less. It's just you and the deer now.
Right.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh gosh. Jeez. Oh,
So yeah, there's planes on this one.
Yeah. Yes, there are planes. Turns out, Deathsquitos do not care about iron armor that much.
No, they don't.
They will still kill you dead.
Yeah, we gotta
Okay.
figure out how to play them. I mean, just think back to the time we had issues with Draugr like that, you know?
Fair.
Sooner or later, they'll be chopped liver, just like the Draugr.
Well, it seems, I think,
But currently, they're not chopped liver like Draugr.
they're really not. Friggin', one-shotted one with a arrow, so I think maybe that's the
I think
play.
it was 2.
Was it 2? Oh, Jesus.
It might have been. It might have been a
Where's
crit
my
hit.
body? I don't want to be in here. This gives me... Where's my body? Oh, it's way over here. Well, I guess not way over here. Way is pretty relative, huh? Oh, God. Oh, no. Please, let me just get my body. Just want my body. I just want my things. Just give me my things, please. Can I have my things? Oh, I see the Skeeto. I see him. Alright, I got it. I'm booking. I'm booking. See you later. Bye. I got my corpse run. Back off. You leave these in the dust. Whee! Aha!
Run.
Barry. Barry. Whee! Run. Aha. Whee! Okay, I think we're good. I think we're clear. I think we are in like swimwear. I'm gonna stop. Put on our stuff. Eat some stuff. There we go.
Oh, I think I need to fix this other portal.
Okay. We're up here, right? Yeah, we're up here. Explore this last little tidbit over here.
I'm gonna destroy this portal,
That's a
but then
shaman.
rebuild it.
Okay.
So, you may or may not have our portal home for a second or two.
Yeah, I can swim.
I did leave you the boat. You do have a boat. I'm gonna rename this Trader, Trader. If you want to change the tag.
Oh, the portal? I thought you meant the boat.
No,
It's
portal.
yeah.
Capital T R, or capital T lowercase Rader.
Gotcha, gotcha. Is the boat still the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
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 Fair. Fair. You guys are still like smacking me with rocks, and I do not appreciate it. Come here. Come here.
Smack
Ready?
him back.
Oh, I whiffed. Come here. Aha. Nice. No. Okay, there we go. That little jitter gets me every single time.
Pigs don't seem happy. Probably got to go feed them.
There might be some
Resin and mushroom.
some mushrooms underneath the building.
killed one of the 1-star boars.
Excuse me?
Can't believe you killed the 1-star boar. One of them's tame. Holy crap, we have a lot of pigs. We need to kill some pigs.
Okay. All right. I was.
I made a butcher's knife too.
Sweet.
It's a heads up.
Is that a... Those are crows. Do crows give us anything in particular? If
I
I
don't
can
know.
hit them?
I don't know if I've killed
Never mind
one.
then. I think I've killed just seagulls before.
Oh, we got 2 1-star boars in here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why you say it like that?
Like what?
Alright. I'm gonna head to the swamp. Get my swamp on.
Swamp on. I'll be right there. Do I have anything that needs to be ditched? No. Oh, can I not? Oh, no. You said trader?
Capital T, lowercase R-A-D-E-R.
Oh. Scare me like that, man.
Well, you just have to sail back. You know how to sail, right?
A long flipping way back. I don't know if I want to do that. Spend half the, Let's try this again. We're gonna teleport and not stand in the teleport.
Yeah, I flip-flopped the teleporter back around, so hopefully when you come through it, you're facing the right way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it work? Were you facing the right way?
I was
Hey, it worked.
facing the right way. You did it.
Did it? Did the thing.
You did the thing.
I
was
learned
done.
that there's an arrow when you're building stuff, and it shows you which way is facing forward.
The more you know.
I grabbed a second pickaxe just in case there's a lot more than what we think. You want a third pickaxe?
We should be good with.
I have 3 pickaxes on me. 2 bronze and iron.
Always be prepared, huh?
Oh, this portal's facing the wrong way. It doesn't matter. No matter, no
Always
matter.
be prepared. Be yourself.
E yourself.
All right, where's valuables? Here we go. Sterling cores. Oh, there we go. Gold. Gold. There we go. What else do we have? We have dandelion. We have thistle. Rock. Mushroom. Need some fish. Plants and seeds. Here we go. Plants and seeds. Dandelion. Some thistle. We can grab some honey here. Let's do 5. That. Bloobs. Food down here. Ditch that. There we go. Oh my gosh, where's... Oh, here we go, resin. I suppose I should learn how to read at some point. I heard that was a good skill to have. Doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Where are we? There we go. Onward!
Reading's one of those skills, I learned back in school and just kind of instantly forgot. You don't really need it.
Yeah.
It's just recommended, but
Sure.
not necessary.
It's like addition or subtraction. I mean, who really adds anything anymore? It's what your phones are for.
It's what your fingers and toes are for.
You have fingers and toes? There's deer. There's deer.
Oh dear.
Deer. Yeah, shot it in its butt. Butt shot.
I did not grab a key. Did you grab a key?
Yes.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Totally meant to do that. It's because I think ahead. I are smart. I are big brain. I are big brain, have thoughts. Big thoughts, bigly thoughts. The biggest thoughts.
Biggest of thoughts. Of
The
the
biggest
smallest
of
things.
thoughts. Yes, yes. All right. Wasn't sure if I get that. Whee! Okay. What are the chances we run into an abomination?
Oh.
Did you run into an abomination?
No.
Okay.
I'm sad.
Me too. Like just in general, or
Say it's a good thing I know this run really well. The walk of shame.
where did it touch you?
Those jogger archers don't miss.
No, they don't. No, they do not.
Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. So you wanna know what happened?
Sure.
Going through the swamp,
Yep.
right? Sometimes you hit a deep end, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, we all
And
do
it
that.
just, and it's like you're panicking in the deep end for all of a half second. You panic so much that you put your sword or you put your knife and your shield away. But then there's a Draugr on the other side, and then you go to fight the Draugr, and then you go to block something, but your shield, you put it away because you panicked for the half second that you were in the water. So then you just take an arrow to the face, And then you're like, oh man, I don't have my... Then you take another arrow to the face.
Mm.
And then you're like, oh man, I really need to get this shield out. And then once you think that you got the shield out, you go to block, but it's just your arm, and then you take another arrow to the face.
Yeah.
And then by that time, there's just too many arrows to the face.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, brutal, man. Brutal. I'm lost. I could have sworn I built a path this way. And I can't tell where I built it. I think it's this way. I think it's this way. I think I found it. I might have... I found it. I found my path. This way.
Onward and upward.
This way. Have you ever seen Willow? Have we had this conversation already?
No.
No, no, no. It's Warwick, Val Kilmer.
Warwick Davis?
Yes, the one and only. He plays Willow, the title character.
He plays the Ewok.
He does not play an Ewok in this one.
Can you come kill the? Can I skirt him? Skirt him. Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! I'm recovered. Find a tree. Find a tree. Okay. Oh, he hit me. Oh, he hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Oh, he hit me again. Touching me. He's touching me in the bad spot. Don't touch me in the bad spot. About to murder this fucking jogger. Shield and mace are out now. Don't. Ah, die. I am superior. Tell me what to do.
Swear to God, I'm over here just listening to you, expecting you to die.
We're playing ring around the tree. Ring around the ancient tree.
I found an abomination. Ooh, and a big slime. Big slimo. Ooh, very big slime. What are the chances that the ab attacks the slime? Slim to none,
Chances
as
are
it turns
I lost
out.
2 levels to my knife skill. Pretty freaking high.
Yeah.
Turns out. I think every time you die, you just lose 2 levels.
Is that what it is? It's a
Yeah,
solid
'cause
2 levels.
My knife was level 30 and I was 28.
The abomination is right in my way. I do not appreciate this.
Run underneath him.
Is that all?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just.
Is that the
there's
really?
Is
that how that works?
There's a lot of room underneath them, you know?
It's like, won't even notice me, huh? Just like skirt right underneath. Is that what
Yeah.
you can do when you have your max stealth? Oh my
well,
God! Can we
Well, if you want to toss me the key, I'll make a run for it.
toss a coin to your witcher? I think I got. Oh my God! There's another one over there. Oh no, that's a blob.
Oh, I didn't make arrows. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming to me. I don't want it to come to me.
Come to Butthead.
DP? What a bunghole? Oh my God, he hit me with that. Oh my gosh, with the range on that. Jesus, come on.
Pretty high.
That's insane. That range is insane.
Turns out the mace one-shots blobs.
Oh. Whew. 9 HP.
Use the potion. I just tossed him to you.
9 HP. I was just like watching it slowly tick down. I'm like, oh, I don't know. This is going to be close.
Yeah, we have a bunch of potions. You should start carrying them.
Potions are for for weaklings. I don't need no
Potions are for
potions.
people that survive.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give
Unless you
up.
find a Draugr.
Keep on surviving.
Is there a crypt right here?
Yerp. Oh, it's on the other side of the tree.
The A-bomb's about to see me.
Straight
So
on through
suggest
the
we
other
hurry.
side. I'm trying. I'm like got a tree in my way, dude. I can't lift the tree up. I'm not Kratos.
Why not? Don't you have that strong belt now?
I do.
Come on, man.
It's a shiny belt. Nice. You gave that Skelly what for?
A wampin.
Yeah. The best wampin. The bestest of wampins. Of all the wampins I've seen, that was the bigliest of wampins.
I have the butcher knife on me. That ain't good.
Ooh, there's a Draugr back here. He's a Draugr elite. He's a super special Draugr. His Draugr mother's very proud of him and all of his accomplishments.
There's a There's a Draugr archer on this side.
Why
And a
you
blob.
why you gotta do this? Why you gotta be this way? Dude, we are stuck in between an elite and a blob. Oh my god. Alright.
Watch out for the archer.
Oh, totally got shot in the face.
Alright, I got this. I got this goal. Trust.
I'm trusting. Nice. Alright. Alright.
Trust.
Good job, man. I am impressed. I are impressed.
Check out my sweet headlamp. I'm waiting to use this.
Nice.
Huh?
Yeah. So we got iron. Nice. We got ancient bark.
Some
And we
wither
got
bone.
yeah. It's not bad. Dig, diggy hole. Dig, diggy hole.
Alright. The swimming hole is a dead end over here.
You, have any interest in playing Dwarf Fortress?
No.
No.
That's the Augscast dwarf game, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, curious. What about Deep Rock Galactic?
Never heard of it.
Ever heard of it?
Another mining game? I
Also,
assume?
yep, also a dwarf mining game.
Dwarves in space?
Basically, yeah. It's pretty fair.
By the way, our mace will like decimate those things.
Yeah, noticed.
This is a dead end.
Is it?
No, it's not. I lied.
Yeah, I was gonna
Definitely
say. You sure about
just don't-
that?
Just don't lock me in here, please.
I'm gonna back up. What do I? Here we go. You see anything?
Yeah, there's a blob.
No. Oh, I see the blob. Think it's a friendly blob.
Go up to him, poke it.
Oh, I'll poke it.
Draugr?
Jogger. Holy
Out of the blob.
crap, dude. What did I get hit by? Did the Draugr hit? No, Draugr didn't hit me, did it?
Must have.
Must have.
I didn't hit you.
Are you
What if I
sure?
could?
Oh, what? Yeah. What's families for? Alrighty, my friend. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stand in this corner and look at it for the next 20 minutes as I go put my daughter to bed. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Really appreciate it. If you're just joining us, hello. My name's TheGameD0c. I usually don't stream at this time. I'm typically stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Oh, that will be changing from 9 a.m. CST to usually about 1 o'clock p.m. CST. Play a variety of games. Just getting into Valheim. This is the furthest that we have ever gotten this game. Absolutely loving it. Been an absolute blast. We will definitely be revisiting this for sure. I've got both a single player character and then in this co-op mission that we've been working on too. So there'll be plenty of more Valheim in the future. I invite you to go ahead and like this channel to know when I go live. I've got always uploading video content. Also have some more archival video on my YouTube channel as well. If you want to check that out, feel free. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. Really appreciate it. Have a good one, and I will see you later. Take care.